कृष्ण चरणौ वन्दे राधानिकेतं विग्रहम् भक्त्या विहीनय अपराधलक्षे क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्न वन्दे नमस्ते चरणार्विन्दे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री चतुर्चकामृत मध्य लीला चतुर्थ अध्याय। We are reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, 4th chapter, 4th adhyay. We were hearing the pastimes of Madhvendra Puripad, Kheer Chor Gopinath, and we can have darshan of Kheer Chor Gopinath at Remuna, his beautiful form. Many of you must have been to Remuna while doing the parikrama of Jagannath Puri. Mahaprabhu, from his own mouth, is glorifying, is speaking the pastime of Kheer Chor Gopinath. And if you all remember the Harikatha of yesterday, then you can recap all these pastimes. Now let's go further. Shri Madhavendra Puripad would be so absorbed in Krishna Prem that he would not realize when is day, when is night. That's the condition of love, Prem. Material love or spiritual love, transcendental love. But in transcendental love, a center is Krishna, Bhagwan. That is why the emotions in transcendental prem, they are called satvik bhav. They look same. Someone loves somebody in this world, they also become emotional. They also cry in love. They also get hankering in love for this material love. And transcendental love as well, same rules apply. But the center of transcendental love is Krishna, Bhagwan. This is the difference between material and transcendental love. Madhavendra Puripad, like I said yesterday, he is the first seed of Prem. Just three personalities. Which one are those? Srimati Radharani, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Madhavendra Puripad ji. They are so high, they can taste that Prem. Nobody else can. That Madhavendra Puripad, he's so absorbed. He used to stay so absorbed in Krishna Prem that he would not realize day and night. The love I'm talking about here is that's called Madanakhya Bhav. Yesterday somebody asked this question. Which is that love that only these three personalities can taste it? What is that what is the name of that love? So that love is called Madanakhya Bhav. Shri Krishna also can't reach that Madanakhya Mahabhav. So new devotees, listen properly. Maybe for some new disciples it might be difficult to reconcile, but as you hear, you will be able to understand it. When somebody does bhakti, there are stages of that. What are those stages? Shraddha, First is Shraddha. Next stage is Sadhu Sang. Then third is Bhajan Kriya. Fourth is Anarth Nivritti. Then comes Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, and Prem. So ninth step is of love, Prem. Sometime example is given of a mother. She carries the child in her womb for 9 months, and then the baby comes. The child is delivered. This is the process. Similarly, Gurudev gives mantra to his disciples and increases his bhakti. And gradually he covers all these stages. First Shraddha, then Sadhusa, then Bhajan Kriya, Anarth Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, and Prem. Ninth. Ninth stage is Prem. What happens after Prem? There are more stages. Very high. Unnat stage. Topmost. What are those? Sneh. You might not understand this right now. So you can just note it down and remember it. When Gurudev used to tell, even we wouldn't understand. And we used to write down. We used to write down. There are so many students right now with me. They just got Harinam initiation. They are new. They might not understand all these. But the old senior disciples of Gurudev, they would remember and on tips. So above Prem is the stage of Prem. Sorry, Sneh, Man, Rag, Anurag. These are further stages. Sneh, Man, Pranay, Rag, Anurag. Modan, Madanakhya Mahabhav. These are the above levels of Prem, and the more it's going up, the more love is becoming condensed. And more shining like sun. So if we look like at the sun, even our eyes become blind for a few minutes, few seconds. We can't look at the sun directly with our naked eyes. Can we look for 1 minute at the sun, bright sun? We will become blind. Darkness come in front of our eyes. We're looking at the sun, but still we become blind because of the bright sunshine of the sun. Similarly, with these material eyes, when we look at Prem, we become blind. So we need eyes of love to see love. And for that, we need a heart full of emotions, bhav, full of bhavana. That Madanakhya Mahabhav is so bright that to carry it, only these people have that energy to carry that Mahabhav. So, what's the complexion of Radhaji? Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari. Radhaji is like gold, not the gold which is black. Just by staying in the air, it became black. No, the gold which is melted. When you melt the gold in fire, it shines. Radhaji's Shri Roop, that's like Tapta Kanchan, like, like melting gold. What's the complexion of Mahaprabhu? He doesn't have his own complexion. He has Radhaji's complexion, Anga Kanti of Radhaji. So his complexion is Gorangi, Tapta Kanchana, like a melting gold. Similarly, Madhvendra Puripat's complexion is because it is required to have this kind of color which Radhaji has to taste that love. You one cannot taste the prem with the black complexion. Krishna, even if he tries, he can't reach that prem. Bhagwan also can't reach that level of prem. Rag Anurag, only till that stage he can reach. It's out of his reach. Somebody asked me yesterday, Radhaji and Krishna both have love. Then why Radhaji is more glorious? Because Radhaji's level of prem is top high. These are the levels of prem. Krishna can't reach that level. That's why Krishna had to come as Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to understand the level of prem which Radhaji has tasted, has reached. So Madhavendra Puripaji, he's so absorbed in this prem that he doesn't know when is day, when is night. He can't know when is date, when is day, when is night. For him, day is like night and night is like day. This is the situation in prem, in love. So this place is auspicious, this place is inauspicious. He would not be able to judge this. And one day he would do parikrama of Giraji and he would take bath in Govind Kund, and then in the evening under a tree he sat. Who all have done parikrama of Giraji? Maharaj is asking. So whenever you come to India to perform parikrama of Giraji, it is that place what we are hearing right now, Govind Kund, where Shri Krishna's Abhishek was performed by Indradev, demigod Indra. So Madhavendra Puripad at this place, sometimes he would get up, sometimes he would fall down. He would not think what is clean, what is dirty. Here he took bath at Govind Kund. And then what happened? a, a small boy came who is in Gop Vesh. He's like Gopal, cowherd boy. He brings a pot full of milk, like a handi, earthen pot. And he kept it in front of Madhavendra Puripad and he smiled and he said, Hey Madhavendra Puri, you drink this milk. Why don't you beg for some prasad and eat it? And on whom you are meditating? Seeing the beauty of that boy, Madhavendra Puripad became joyful, happy, and hearing his sweet words, his hunger and thirst went away. This boy who came, he's saying, Oh Madhavendra Puri, you drink this milk. Why don't you beg for something? Why did you ask for something? And on whom you are meditating? Because Madhavendra Puripad took a vow. It's called Ayachik Vritti. You should remember this word. Maharaj is saying Ayachik Vritti. Ayachik Vritti. Vritti means tendency. Ayachi Vritti means I will never ask for food or grains from others. All my life I will just drink milk. Hear it properly, new devotees. All my life I will just take milk and I will not even ask for it. If someone comes to me and brings it to me, only then I will take it. And who would know that he needs some milk? Who would know that he is hungry? But all his life he took this vow. He fulfilled this vow, fulfilled this vow. Because after this, the katha which we're gonna hear, it's gonna be linked with this pastime. This is called Ayachi Vritti. I will not beg for anything and I will just drink milk. So, so the cowherd boy said, Madhvendra Puri, drink this milk. On whom you are meditating? Puri said, Madhvendra Puri asked that boy, who are you? Where do you stay? How do you know that today I have fasted? This is a surprising thing. How would that boy know that Madhvendra Puripad is hungry? So he said, he's asking, who are you, boy, and where do you stay? The boy said, so the boy said, I am a gop and I stay in this village. In our village, no one should go hungry. Here, if someone begs for grains or they just drink milk, and those who don't ask for bhiksha, then come directly to provide food. If nobody's so the small boy said, the boy is saying that I live in this village, and in this village, no one remains hungry. Someone asks for it, and someone asks for milk. And if nobody's asking, if they're not asking, then I come directly. There are few women in from this village. They came to bring some water from this kund, and they saw you and then they gave me milk to give it to you. Now I have to run fast to wash my cows. I'll come back and take this pot from you. I have to go for milking the cows. So you drink the milk. In the meantime, I'll come back and take the pot from you. And that Gop Balak went away from there. Taking that milk, Madhvendra Puripad's life, he felt magical milk. So he washed that pot, Madhvendra Puripad, and he started waiting for that boy that he will come back soon. How beautiful, tasty this milk is, how sweet his words were. So his mind was absorbed in his words and in that milk. Drinking that milk, he washed that pot, but the boy didn't return. So Madhvendra Puripad sat there and started chanting Harinam. The whole night he didn't sleep. And at the end of the night, he got tantra. What's the difference between sleep and tantra? Sleep means deep sleep, and tantra means uh, like in like when you are chanting and you are feeling a little sleepy because the mind is alert at that time, and there's little sleepiness in that time at that time. So his external consciousness he was not realizing what's happening around him because he got a little sleepy. In Hindi, we call it chapki actually. Then what happened? He saw the dream, Madhindra Puripad. So Madhvendra Puripad saw in his dream what Maharaj is speaking. These are not shlokas. These are called love. Pray. Bangla Pyar. It's a sweet language. I may skip it and just directly translate it. But speaking these words are so sweet because Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has composed these. Mahabhagvat, Kaviraj Goswami, written by his hands. And who is the one who made him write all these? Kaviraj Goswami is saying, Madan Mohan. Madan Mohan made me write this scripture. Can this happen? Can Bhavan make us write? Yes, he does. This Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying clearly that this scripture was for writing this scripture. Madan Mohanji inspired me. I just acted as a parrot. I'm just repeating it. But Madan Mohan made me write this. So Bhavan also writes. One more example where Krishna wrote something. Jayadev Goswami. Jayadev Goswami. So what did Jayadev Goswami write? Maharaj is asking that. Bhagwan himself wrote in the diary of Jayadev Goswami. That's Geet Govind. So let's hear that pastime. So in Jaipur, there is a temple. Who has been to the temple of Jaipur? Radha Govind Dev Ji. They are very beautiful. So when Govindji was in Vrindavan earlier, the kings of Muslim kings, they broke the Hindu temples. So Muslim kings who used to live at Agra, they broke the temples of Vrindavan. So the pujaris brought those deities in Jaipur. There was a there were kings, Jai Singh and Man Singh. They became very happy. Oh, Govindji has come to our village. We are so fortunate. So who can kill Bhagwan? Krishna could have, he could have tried to, brought everything to destruction because he's Leela Purushottam. He performs Leela. So can Krishna leave out of fear? Can he run away out of fear? What name he gets? He becomes Ranchod. Ranchod Bhavan ki jai. All glories to Ranchod Bhagwan. So that's why Govindji also left Vrindavan and he ran away and he moved to Jaipur. The king became very happy. There will be a temple near my palace. Every day I would come and take darshan of Govind Dev Ji. So along with Raja, Rani also came. Rani also came to take darshan of Govind Dev Ji. So when Rani took darshan, oh, the God is so beautiful. Deities are so beautiful. Govind Dev is looking so beautiful. She kept Thakurji in her eyes and then in her heart, and she came back. So when you all go for darshan in Vrindavan, Mayapur, Jagannath, so we bring Thakurji from our eyes to into our heart and we take him home. This is Dham Darshan. Seeing Thakurji once and keeping them in our heart. So the queen kept Krishna, Govind Dev Ji, in her heart, and in the night she's thinking before sleeping, Govind, in your nose, if there would be a hole, then I have a nose ring in my nose with a diamond on it. I would have given you that, but you have no hole in your nose. Your nose is not pierced. And she slept off, and the Govindji came in her dream. So Govind Dev Ji is telling the Rani, the queen, in her dreams that Shodha Maya pierced my nose when I was small. So you come tomorrow and see me. So when next day she went, queen. When the queen went next day to the temple, she saw there was a hole in his nose. So she took out her nose ring and she offered it to Govind Dev Ji, the queen of Jaipur. So Bhagwan, those who love them, those who want to love Krishna, Krishna accepts that love. Once say that you want to love Krishna. Once express this desire. So Govind Dev Ji is full of magic. He fulfills everyone's desire. I would like to share one incident from my life. Once in 1991 or 1990, we went to take darshan of Govind Dev Ji, me and Madhav Priya Prabhu, and we went on the day of Janmashtami. It was so crowded. We had this desire. We wanted to see the Abhishek of Bhagwan, but there were so many people in thousands. It was crowded. You know how crowded Govind Dev Ji's temple is during Janmashtami. There is no chance to see Abhishek from. It's impossible to see the Abhishek of Bhagwan from like not far away, just so close to Bhagwan. So Krishna make impossible possible and possible impossible. He can do anything. In that moment, what happened? The chief minister of that state, his Bodyguards came, family members came, police came. They all came in one line. Why? To see the Abhishek of Govind Devji in the night, in the midnight. So police people, cops, they removed everyone. The VIPs, the chief minister. So me, Madhav Priya Prabhu, pulled my hand. Chalo, let's go it together. And Maharaji was saying, no, 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 we should be aware of the cops. So he dragged me. We were wearing dhoti and kurta. So this was the magic which happened. So where minister and his family, police, bodyguards, commandos, they were walking. We also joined that team. The police people thinking we are the Pandit of chief minister, A- and ministers are thinking we are the Pandit of the temple. So both were confused. Nobody stopped us, and this is how we got to see the Abhishek of Govind Dev Ji closely. So we just came so close, so near to Govind Dev Ji. They were there was a bathing suit on Thakurji, a small dhoti. From his lotus feet to his head, we could see Thakurji, Govind Dev Ji, and Radhaji was with him. It was a beautiful scene because always, otherwise, all the time, Govind Dev Ji has complete clothes. But that day, we saw complete body from his lotus feet until his head. So there was a confusion. Mantri and his bodyguards are thinking we are the Pandit of the temple, and temple people are thinking we are the family of the ministers. So both are in confusion, and this allowed us to see Abhishek in the midnight. Such a beautiful Abhishek. So Pandit also gave us a garland of Govind Dev Ji, Prashad, and also gave us a cloth around our neck. Special Prashad, special darshan. And we were praying to Govind Dev Ji and thanking him, so much. We had a desire to see you, very closely. It was not possible for us. It was not possible for us, but you made it possible. You made the impossible possible. So we also think sometimes, can we attain the prem for Krishna? Can we also sometime one day cross anarth nivriti and reach bhav prem to our present situation, conditioned soul, but the jeev? It looks very impossible for us. Yes, it seems difficult. Not It's not difficult for Bhagwan. It's difficult for me. It's it's not difficult for Krishna. He can do anything possible. So next to Govind Dev Ji's Radha Rani, at that time there were some people who objected that Radha ji never got married to Krishna. Vivah marriage took place with Rukmani, so Radha ji can't stay with Krishna. What is their relationship? Husband and wife are worshipped together. Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narayan. Radha ji was not married to Krishna. So how can we worship both of these together? Let's remove Radhaji. So big scholars of different sampradayas came to object this. Otherwise, you prove us. What is the evidence? What is the proof? So this message went to the king, Jai Singh or Man Singh. They sent the message to the great Vidwan scholar of Vrindavan. That was Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Oh Prabhu, you come here. Otherwise, it will be a very bad thing. They are removing Radhaji from Govind Dev Ji. They are removing Radhaji. You please come. That time Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was in old age. He couldn't even walk. So he said, I can't come in this stage, in this state. So he sent his disciple. One of his disciple, Gurudev used to say his name was Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu. He was very thin and tall. He said, Gurudev, you give me blessings. I will go there. So he sent his disciple, Baldev Vidyabhushan. And he heard the entire story. All those scholars over there from different sampradayas, they said, there is no bhashya of your Gaudiya Sampradaya. Bhashya means commentary, literature, evidence. So how do we accept that Radhaji should be worshipped with Krishna? You should show us some evidence, literature, scripture. And they also said that you have 7 days time to show us this scripture. So Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu is praying to Govind Dev Ji. If you want Radhaji to be with you, do you want or not? Krishna, why would Krishna not want? He won't be happy to see. How can Krishna live without Radhaji? His pran reside in Radhaji. If he sees Radhaji, if he get the news of Radhaji, so Krishna becomes happy. And if he can't see Radhaji, or Krishna can't be seen by Radhaji, then it's sad. It becomes this. So Radhaji is always meditating on Krishna and Krishna is always meditating on Radhaji. But when they meet, then they find peace. That is why Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu is saying, "Hey Govindev, if you want Radhaji to be next with to you, then you help me." And saying this, he went to his room, went to his house. Baldev Vidyabhushan came, and over the night, Govind Dev Ji from his own hands composed the entire Bhashya commentary in one night. In the morning, when Baldev Vidyabhushan Prabhu said this, "Oh, you wrote all these just in one night?" Overnight. Things were done over the night. So he started crying, weeping. Hey Govindev, you yourself composed this Bhashya. So this Bhashya should be Govind Bhashya. By your name, this will be called Govind Bhashya. Why I raised this Harikatha, this pastime, to show, to prove that even Krishna can write. Krishna can. There's one more incident where Krishna wrote. Someone said in the message, the devotees wrote in the message, our Matajis are writing fast in the group. Once, Jayadev Goswami, the one who composed Geet Govind, whatever pastimes he would see of Krishna, he would write them down. So one day he saw this pastime where he saw that Krishna is keeping his more mukut at the lotus feet of Radhaji. And he's saying, "Oh Radhe, you keep your lotus feet on my head." Why? In separation from you, And what is vireh? Separation is like poison, wish, like someone has given us poison. That much separation, pain is there in separation. Those who have experienced only they can realize. But here we are talking about Bhagwan. Radha ji, Krishna is not able to see Radha ji. They are not able to meet. So that poison is increasing, 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 going high, high, high. It came to this level, head. Radhaji, your lotus feet are like nectar. So to cut the poison is Amrit, nectar. So you keep your lotus feet on my head and you remove this separation from me. That Jaidev Goswami's hand was shaking when he was writing this. He was thinking, no, how is this possible? How is it possible? Where the big saints who offer pranam at the lotus feet of Bhagwan, Brahma, Narad, how is that Krishna keeping his head at the lotus feet of Radhaji? No, 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 this is impossible. His hands were shaking. He couldn't write these down. But he saw this in his trance. But he put his pen down and he told his wife that I'm going for a bath in the Ganges. And when I come back, I'll have prasadam. You keep the prasad ready. And he left the house. So the moment he left, Krishna took the form of Jayadev Goswami and he came to his house, entered his house, and he told the wife. She said, "Oh, you came back so soon. You didn't go for a bath?" No, I went, but some thoughts came in my mind, so I thought, let me just note them down. Otherwise, I'll forget. Before I forget those thoughts. So the real ghost Jayadev Goswami couldn't write that the fake Goswami means Krishna Swayam came and wrote them down. Krishna is writing there. Bhagwan is writing by his hands. So which Jayadev Goswami couldn't write, Krishna wrote actually. Oh Radha ji, my desire to meet you is not happening, not getting fulfilled. So I'm feeling separation from you. And that separation has become like poison for me. It has reached my head. And there's only one treatment for this. If you put your lotus feet on my head. Shri Krishna wrote this down in the diary of Jayadev Goswami. And then he said to the wife, okay, I'm going now. I'm leaving now. And when he left, the real Jayadev Goswami came back. And the wife said, "Wha- what is the what was that point which you came back and you wrote? You had to write it down." So the so Jayadev Goswami said, when did I come back? Oh no, you just came. You wrote something down and then you went back. Jayadev Goswami couldn't understand anything. And he refused that I haven't come back in between. He refused to accept. And the wife is saying, no, you came back and you wrote down something. Then Jayadev Goswami said, there is something fishy. So he opened his book and the the point which he was refusing to write, his that statement, those words were written down. Who wrote them down? Swam Bhagwan. The tears came from his eyes. And he told his wife, you're so fortunate. You're so fortunate. Today you took darshan of Bhagwan. Swam Krishna came and he wrote this down. When the wife started crying, oh, and she said, oh no, I couldn't recognize Bhagwan, Krishna. So Krishna doesn't just speak Gita, he also write it down. These incidents are examples where Krishna has written with his own hand. And Govind Bhashya is like entire commentary on Vedanta Sutra. This is how Bhavan writes. Okay, can Krishna accept any roop? He accepted the roop of Jayadev Goswami. So any roop he can accept? Is he a magician? Krishna is a magician? No, he's Bhagwan. Let's hear one more pastime. In Braj, the mother-in-law of Radhaji and her sister-in-law, their names are Jatila and Kutila. Jatila and Kutila. Kutila said to her mother, Mother, I have heard this Radha daily goes to Yamuna for bath. Once I need to check that whom does she meet when she goes for Yamuna Snan. So Radhaji goes to Yamuna and Kutila follows her. And in his beautiful kunj, the Sakhiyas are decorating Radhaji. So Kutila went to Nandgaon to know if Krishna in that time, in that moment, was in his palace or not. So she asked Yashoda Maya, Oh no, Kanaya has gone to Yamuna for a bath. So she understood, oh, there's something fishy. Radha, the wife of my brother, she has also gone for his bath in Yamuna, and here Krishna is also absent. He has also gone to Yamuna for a bath. In the meantime, there's a gopi called Tulsi. She comes and she alerts all other Sakhis and Radhaji. Kutila she's coming. She's searching, hunting for Radhaji, and she's looking for an opportunity, chance, with which she can uh, put some blame on Radhaji. So Tulsi came. Tulsi told. And in the meantime, Kutila came. And she said to Lalita, Vishakha, what's happening here? Lalita ji said, the thing which should happen, that's happening. So Lalita ji is very witty. She is very good in giving answers. She's saying, what should happen is happening. Kutila said, Lalita, you you are very you are a good follower of dharma. Lalita ji said, whatever you heard, that's true. I follow dharma. Okay, let me go inside the kunj and see what's happening. Kutila said. Sakya stopped Kutila because the one who is inside, she will feel shy. Now Kutila, her doubt increased because the answers of Lalita ji are creating doubts in the mind of Kutila. Kutila said, okay, really? Then I must go inside definitely. Sakya, the maid servants, stopped Kutila. Kutila couldn't stop herself. She just went inside with anger. And the door of flowers, because it's a kunj, she broke that door of flowers. And what she saw inside? Radhaji. Just Radhaji alone. And near Radhaji, there was a garland and a garland was there. So Kutila understood this is definitely the garland of Sham Sundar. Radhaji, you are this broken garland. Oh, there is something fishy. Okay, one thing I would like to mention before I forget, I would like to remind something. When Kutila was coming, so Krishna accepted the form of Abhimanyu. Who is Abhimanyu? The husband of Radhaji. Husband of Radhaji. Krishna took the roop of Abhimanyu and he told to Kutila, what are you doing here? Oh, this is my Bhabi Radha. She is always daily meeting Krishna. Today I want to catch her red-handed. Range haathon pakadna. And I would tell everybody what is Radha. Abhimanyu. Krishna became as Abhimanyu and he said, yes, Kutila, yes, you did a good thing. You should definitely try to know and do one thing. If Krishna is there, then you hold Radha and bring her to me. I would take care of her. So when Kutila went inside and she saw the garland was broken, Radha, what is this? Radhaji said, I don't know. What is this? All gopis are here. They were playing and their mala broke, their garland broke. No, you are lying, Radha. Kutila said, this garland, she took that garland and she went to her brother. Who is Abhimanyu here? Krishna. See, brother, this is the evidence. This is the garland of Sham Sundar. Abhimanyu said, today I am so angry. You give me this garland, my sister. You give me this garland. I'll show it to Kans in Mathura. I'll complain to him. I'll tell him you send your army that this son of Nanda, Krishna, arrest him, keep in the jail, arrest him and put him in the jail. And then Abhimanyu said, no, no, my sister, Kutila, but this way we would, bring defame to our family because my wife Radha's name will come in in this. So what should I do? Okay, there's one more way. I'll give this garland to Govardhan Mal. The husband of Chandravali is called Govardhan Mal. I'll tell him, you go and see this Krishna. He does not spare any girl of Vraj. He's Ramani Priya. You go and complain to Kansa. You give this garland to me. Saying this, Krishna, Kutila, you go home. Kutila, you go home. I will see. I will take care of this. So Krishna took that garland, means he took the evidence. He collected all the evidences. He hid them. And now Krishna, the one who, so Krishna who became Abhimanyu, he reached home and he said to his sister Kutila, I have got to know that this Krishna, today he accepted my form. He has accepted my form. He will come in my form to our house. He is very clever. Today he will take my robe, my form, and he would come to our house. So you let me do one thing. Let me go inside. So when he comes, you beat him and you make him run away. Yes, brother, I'll do the same. You go inside to Radha's room. So that Krishna who became Abhimanyu, he went inside the house and with Radhaji. And they're talking to each other, so Radhaji and Krishna. And so real Abhimanyu came. Kutila saw him and she cursed him, gave him bad names. So she took up stones to hit him. Abhimanyu is like saying, why are you hitting me? Are you possessed by some ghost? And she chased him away. You are Krishna, you have taken the form of Abhimanyu. So she blamed him. So she chased him away. And Abhimanyu, just to save his life, he ran away from there. Abhimanyu ran away, and but who is inside with Radhaji? With Radhaji, it's Shyam Sundar. This is a beautiful pastime. Ordinary person will take them like a boyfriend girlfriend. No, this is Bhagwan. So Krishna makes everyone happy with these happy pastimes, joyful pastimes. Anand Vardhan. His name is Anand Vardhan. This is one such pastime. There are more such pastimes, beautiful pastimes. From where did we start? That a Gop Balak who came to Madhavendra Puripad with who brought some milk to him. He left, and Madhavendra Puripad, drinking that milk, is thinking in his mind, who is this boy? His talks, his words, and the milk he got is like nectar. It feels like he's Sakshat. It's definitely nectar. So Madhavendra Pripad, when he's chanting in the night, he was just like he took a nap and he saw a boy in his dream. He saw the same Gop Balak, same boy came in his dreams, and he holded his hands. The same boy who came with that milk pot, he came again in his dreams, and he grabbed the hands of Madhavendra Puripad and brought him to a kunj garden. So the boy said, I stay in this garden, kunj. I feel pain whenever there are rains or too much heat. I feel so much pain. So you take me out of this kunj and make me installed on top of Giraj. I have been living here from last after from I have been living here from last so many years. I am feeling the too much sunlight, heat of the sun. Or when it rains, it's too much water for me. So I'm not feeling comfortable. You bring cold water and you do my abhishek. You bring me out and do my abhishek and install me on top of Giraj. You all can remember this shlok. References Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 4, shlok 39. You can learn this shlok. Point 439. 4.439. I have been waiting for you for a long time. Then when Madhavendra Puripad would come here and serve me personally. I have been controlled by your love and I would like to accept your service. And I would like to give my darshan to the entire world. Very few people know the glories of Giraj Govardhan. That this Govardhan, these Gopal. Okay, at present we go to Udaipur to take darshan of. There's a place there called Nath Dwara, where we can take darshan of this Gopalji. where he has a diamond on his chin, that Gopalji were found from Govardhan. Gujarati people, they know. They go to Nathdwara. Gujarati people, they love Gopalji, Nathdwara, at Udaipur. They believe in him. They worship him. So these deities were found from Govardhan underground, and he was waiting for Madhvendra Puripad. As Madhvendra Puripad would come and he would take me out. So Madhvendra Puripad is seeing all this in a dream. Krishna is telling him, I've been going through all heat, cold, rains, storms, and I've been waiting for you. Hey Madhav, hey Madhvendra Puripad, I was waiting for you. When would you come and serve me? I am so controlled by your love that I would love to accept your services and and I would give my audience to the entire world. Two jobs I would do simultaneously. First, I'll accept your Premamay service. I would enjoy that Premamay service by you, from you. But Krishna relishes the seva of his devotees. Guruji enjoys the service of his disciples, and he offers that service to Bhagwan. He doesn't keep it to himself. So here it's clearly said, Gopal clearly said, I'll accept your service as well, and I would give my audience to the entire world. Today, the entire world take darshan of Gopalji at Udaipur, India, Bharat, Srinath Dwara. Let's end it over here today. Tomorrow there will be no katha. Tomorrow is an off. Tomorrow I am traveling. Traveling day. Tomorrow is flight. And then from there we will do katha. And there is the festival of 3 days. I don't know whether it will be in Hindi or English. Mostly there are Indians over there. They might tell me to speak in English. I want to speak in Hindi. Utsav name is Brajras. Brajras Utsav. The link will be sent in the group. If it's the right time for you, not too much late in the night, then you can hear it. Houston time 6:30 p.m. Houston time 6:30 p.m. So in the day we will read Chaitanya Charitamrita. During the day. Oh, that would be 6 a.m. in India. So Indians have to wake up early. So in the night they would hear Chaitanya Charitamrita. Mahaprabhu would come in your dream, and morning will be Brajras festival. I don't know whether it will be translated in English or not. I maybe if we have to check. We can try to translate. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol Hare Krishna. श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय।